strippers.
We should do the same things to sex workers because they're destroying society.
Trust is built, the loyalty, the commitment, because he's not trying to win you over with any money.
Like, I used to hear that all the time. Trey Songz got a song called Foreign. Like, it does make women feel like they're not enough, not good enough, because we're from the same country.
Should do the giving and women should do the receiving. I don't actually believe that. To commit to a relationship, both of you can do the same thing, so that it's just a sign of showing your love to each other. Like,
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
I mean, but like, you know what? I feel loved how I feel loved. If that's what too many so be it.
Just because it's not like normal to you and like what you expect, it's okay. Other people are happy doing different things. We shouldn't shame it.
I think we should shame things.
What's wrong with that?
Is that what you're saying?
Bring shame back for sure. Like, for example, this is on a very low level, but we shamed cigarettes for years. It was disgusting if somebody smoked cigarettes. We socially ostracized it, and now nobody really smokes cigarettes. We should do the same with sex workers.
What happened to the word gay?
We should strippers. We should do the same things to sex workers because they're destroying society.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very true. Especially what's going on with OnlyFans. It's destroying society. I gotta tell you guys. I was on Instagram, right? And when you're on Instagram, if you click one photo where a girl is showing a boob hanging out the side anywhere, something like that, right? It's so weird. A lot of those girls are OnlyFans models. And the butts are fake. Everything is fake. Even the pictures are fake. It's sad. Like almost every account I've seen like that. It was OnlyFans or said bit.ly ... or something like that. I don't think you can do bit.ly with OnlyFans. But it showed one of those other hashtags, right? That you can add a site on. It was left after right, left, right, back and forth. Sickening.
A lot of women neglect the beauty of dating a struggling man, but that's where the foundation of trust is built. The loyalty, the commitment, because he's not trying to win you over with any money. He's going to win you over with effort, consistency, and that comes with respect. You only value and respect something that you had to work hard to get. He understands the sweat, the long days, the living paycheck to paycheck, the goal setting, working overtime just to take you somewhere nice, etc. That's where 90% of the time the guy with wealth falls short. He has no respect for you. He didn't put in any effort with you. He didn't have to work to build a foundation with you. He simply bought you. To him, you're just another prize on the shelf, something to pull out when he wants to play with it and throw back when he's done. That's what most wealthy men do. They buy things because they can, not because they need it. Sometimes not even because they want it, just because they can. They're more intrigued with the fact that they can buy you instead of actually being intrigued with you. To him, you come at a monetary cost, and he can buy 1,000 more of you. Because
You hear her? You hear what she's saying, right? But that doesn't matter nowadays. Everybody wants the baller. What she's saying, it goes way over women's heads. But she's talking sense. We need more of this. As the woman said in another video, bring shame back, but also bring back women like this. Let me let her cook. Sorry, I gotta let you cook.
Because you come a dime a dozen. You're nothing special. But with the struggling man, your love was bought with authenticity and genuineness that was built on solid ground. And that's the beauty within the struggle.
Yes, that is the case. And also, the beauty in it is reciprocating that love. And she's talking about that. Reciprocating and showing what you can give him as well. I'm sure that was next. She didn't have enough time to explain that. But if she could explain it, she did in so many other ways, right? Saying that man is spending time with you. Of course, you're doing the same thing with him. Because that man that doesn't have it all to give you requires something back. Or he's going to leave, right? He requires loyalty still. She didn't say, oh, yeah, cheat on that man and get the man that's born to give you the bag. No, stay with that man. Keep it loyal. Stay with him. Sound like soft guy to me.
You would always hear guys like, oh yeah, I only date foreigners. Like, I used to hear that all the time. Trey Songz got a song called Foreign. Like, it's not a new thought. And it does make women feel like they're not enough, not good enough. Like, because we're from the same country, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not exotic enough. Like,
that's not game to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's called competition. And a lot of women don't equal up. You don't equal up to these women. Now, there are women of the community that do equal up. How about that? Right? There are. There are women in the community, a lot of them, that do equal up. But not you. I'm sorry. You don't qualify. You see who you said was saying foreign? You said Trey Songz even has a song about it. And the guys that were saying foreign that were in the hood probably had something about them. If it wasn't money, it was something else. It was attitude. It was something that those same women wanted, which is why they weren't getting at you.
Don't you agree, Mr. Feather? Word.
He was a really good guy, but he wasn't a good boyfriend. Like, I couldn't remember our first date probably because we went on maybe 3 dates the entirety of our 1.5-year relationship. He never did the flowers thing, and we ended up rekindling and we ended up making out or something, and he didn't tell me how he ended up cheating on that girl. So I dodged a bullet in the end. I was right. He wasn't a good boyfriend to me, but he definitely wasn't a good boyfriend to her. Relationships are not fun. Don't do that to yourself. You're gonna mess up your brain on what you think a good relationship is, and don't settle. If a guy isn't enough for you, you don't have to feel bad. Don't minimize your self-worth because you don't think there's going to be a better understand your worth.
Well, it needs to be one woman preaching that, but in a better way. Let me explain, right? You have so many saying that. She comes across like she learned her lesson, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know who she is, but how many other women come across like they learned a lesson as well, and then you see that same woman talking about the same drama over and over and over. Happens every day. This would be the same woman 20 years from now, looking 20 years older, maybe 30 years older. Hopefully she's married. Will we see that? Will we see a big turnaround from her? We don't know. But what's the case with most modern women? Fatal.
Hi guys, we're gonna be telling you things our exes did to us and we still stayed. He got girls to jump me, all because I wasn't texting back. And I
see, this is an example of exactly what I was talking about just now.
I still stayed. This boy, I told this boy that I kissed one person. We're confessing when we're doing that. We did not tell each other. I said, oh, I kissed one person. This boy said, it's okay. It's okay. Because 3 other girls. They want to kill me. And I still stayed.
When I said I wasn't comfortable with him being friends with his ex, he said, but she's my best friend.
Best friend with his ex is crazy. And she still stayed. I called him in the morning, by 7 in the morning, and this boy, another girl picked up. 7 in the morning, how is another girl picking up your phone? And then he made up some stupid story, and I still stayed. What the heck? I prank texted this boy on one of my friend's phone because I feel like a lot of girls' name is Jada, so I told him I was Jada because it's Anakata, so obviously he definitely knows that Jada that he used to mess with because he's a. So I told this boy I was Jada, I went to Lincoln. This sent my friend his address. He didn't know it was me texting him, and he sent her his address, bro. And I still stayed.
He went to the girl's house on Valentine's Day instead of seeing me and made the excuse he had work, but his location, he didn't know I knew the girl's house. And I seen that he was at her house.
How do you know her house? He told me when to my best friend. And I still stayed.
The crazy thing is, I believe these girls. I believe them. I just talked about it. Maybe that girl had a revelation. But come on now. They need toxicity. Why does it have to? And what it is most guys don't give that toxicity. Most guys are too good. Most guys are too nice. They're not up to snuff. And I'm happy they're not, for their sake.
I flew to Bali for a boy about a week ago and we're now not on speaking terms. So I arrived in Bali about a week ago. He met me at the airport, all was going well. We went to a hostel, we had a private room, beautiful times. We're getting along great, we go catch the sunset for dinner, it's very romantic. I feel like the first 2 days were like a little movie, you know, little travel romance vibes. And then about day 3 in, obviously it's a lot of time to spend 24/7 together, and we didn't really speak to anyone else this time. And about day 3, I kind of had mentally checked out. I was like, I actually don't think I really like you. I think I like you as a person, but very platonically. Like, I'm not actually into you anymore.
So you let the man smash, got to know him, had no patience at all, right? Now she doesn't like him. What did he do? Like, explain that. Did he give you an ick? I at least want to hear an ick, something. Didn't like him like that. What did he do? Did he start licking your ear while you were sleeping? Like, I like ears. And he said, oh, you're weird. Like, what happened?
Explain yourself.
I didn't announce this or anything, but clearly he could sense this, or I don't even know, because that was the same day that I had mentally checked out. He announced his 2 friends were coming to Bali the next day, and I was like, cool, like, let's make some friends. Like, if they're your friends, like, can't wait to meet them. It's like, yeah, so there's a British guy and a Dutch girl. And he was like, I think I'm in love with the Dutch girl. And I was like, like, I don't care. I'm not into you, but also it's a bit weird. Like, we were still in a private room at this point, so I'm like, okay.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Not really sure where I stand on this, but like, I was like, whatever, just, I haven't known him for that long, like, it's not that deep. The next day, the British guy and the Dutch girl arrive. The 4 of us all go out for dinner, and it's very clear that I know about her, doesn't know about me. Trust him, because they'd clearly fallen in love a week ago, or I don't know, when I was very much still in the picture. Like, I met this guy in Vietnam, and then I hadn't seen him for 2 weeks, so like, that was on me. I was stupid to not have seen a guy for 2 weeks and then fly to Bali for him.
She was passed on and didn't realize it. Anybody else seen it? She was passed on.
Like, we were talking the whole 2 weeks, so he was clearly, I don't know, like, messaging me when he was with her, or I don't know. Anyway, we go out for dinner. It's kind of like, it's okay vibes. Like, we're all getting along, but like, elephant in the room. And then we go to a bar and we're drinking, and like, after a few drinks, I'm like, oh, I'm going to the toilet, and she needed the toilet at the same time. And I was like, I can't stand by and not have her know. It's her right to know. It's girl code. I know you're, because she was given the vibes that like they were very much like into each other, and I was like, not to interrupt, but I just want you to have all the information. So I basically said, I was like, I just need to let you know that I did come to Bali for him, and so platonic right now, but like, if you're my mum, click off the video right now. I was still sleeping with her. So then I was like, this girlie needs to know. So I tell her, she's shocked. She's like, this man's been begging me to come to Bali. And I was like, well, that sounds like him 2 weeks ago to me, begging me to come to Bali. So she's pissed off. She's like, oh my God, he's literally medium ugly, or we can both do so much better. And I'm like, right? Like, literally right. It's always when you give the medium ugly man a chance, get way too big for their boots. We ditched the boys that we were with, this British guy and the original, the OG guy. We leave, we like go to a club, we have a great night out, me and her besties, it's a slay. Then the boys find us and we're like, this girlie starts getting with the other guy. So there's 4 of us who went out for dinner. She starts getting with the other guy, and we love a queen. We love a queen who switches it up. So I was obviously the biggest fan of this. I was like, yes, girl, like, let's leave him with
crazy. I swear I don't love the drama. It loves me.
No one. This was a few days ago now. Girlie ended up going back to the OG guy, which, you know what, none of my business. I don't really care. Kind of that night was very drama filled because she did end up going home with the British guy, and I did end up going home with the OG guy, but I was also in a private room with him already, so what was I going to do? Be homeless, do you know what I mean? I was very drunk. So yeah, that is the story of my travel romance and how it went wrong. But now I'm in a beautiful villa in Bali, I don't know if you can see this behind me, in Uluwatu, with the British guy.
She belongs to the streets.
So, really switcheroo.
They were passed around, both of them. You know, it's wild, man, because most of them nowadays don't even care. Passed around this one, that one. It probably was all raw too. I wouldn't even doubt it. I wouldn't even be shocked. Like, no morals. that right there, the way she explained that was like, this is okay in your mind. This is okay. You're saying it. Do you know men see, as you said, Mom, if you're seeing this, don't say anything. Mom, if you, she said something like that, right? No. Parents are looking at what's going on nowadays. Well, actually, they were doing it too, but you know what I'm saying? Actually, they weren't doing it the way it's going on now because they had sense. A lot of times, women were staying with one guy, but you see what's going on right now. Sad.
I'm on SNL and you're not.
Turns with you. She sees it as cool. She thinks she's playing them. I guess it's all even, right? Because the woman is just like who? Just like us.
Love, or do you think that love is a transactional between two people?
That's what they've said actually, that men should do the giving and women should do the receiving. I don't actually believe that because both of you agreed to be with each other, so both of you should talk it out before saying that, oh, you should do all of this because you're the guy and you should do all of this because you're the girl. Because once you commit to a relationship, both of you can do the same thing, so that it's just a sign of showing your love to each other. Like
your opinion about big age gap relationship. Do you think it's gonna work, or do you have a certain age limit for a relationship to work?
I don't think there's such thing as age gap relationship, but I do.
Hold up. So let me get this right. This is a Filipina, right? She just said that you need to reciprocate, right? So a woman needs to give as well and receive, and a guy needs to give and receive. It's equal. Doesn't matter who's on top, it's really even, right? And she doesn't care about age gap. What is that saying? Come to the Philippines, especially older guys. Come to Cebu. And that's what they want, because a lot of guys are going to Cebu.
I do think there's a maturity relationship. If they both have love for each other, then that's good. But if they are both in a win-win situation, then that's fine, as long as they came into an agreement that they should do that kind of relationship.
And that's what it's about, right? And guys aren't going to the Philippines to go 50-50. I just got to say that. But with that kind of mindset that she has, she's going to get somebody, right? Because guys are looking for women that are not looking to do this. Give me more. Give me more. Just taking and taking and taking. Because guys are coming from that. So a guy can go to the Philippines, get pretty girls like this, willing to give. And this is exactly why guys are getting their passports and leaving. Because they realize
this is the way.
Passport, bro. Passport. No. It's definitely much better than back at home. And it's more to life than dealing with what's going on back home. See you next video.